finally coming through. Ribox is getting some damage off, gets the down and the flush onto Jimty. Looking back on the other side of Mixie's coming down, and he's gonna get the down onto Ribox. But here comes everybody from Argentina.
Argentina did end up coming through. It took a while, but now they're here, but they lost their teammate in the process. That fight looks to a slow down, but Leo gets taken down by Canada.
Drassel just saves Maluk's life right there. Nice shots coming out from that gun. I think he should be able to get the rest pretty easily. Looks like Argentina did the damage that they wanted to do and now making their way out of this, but there's nowhere really easily for them to rotate out towards. Chinese Taipei looks like they're still wanting to make their way up this hillside. Moody again in that overwatch position, trying to provide a little bit of cover. Gotta get the down onto Drassel. That's really big. Now it's just on to K-Mind and Moody looking back over towards Taipei, trying to figure out what they're gonna do here.
Gets a couple big shots onto Chai Wei there, but Chai Wei has to back off because of that. Drassel's still knocked. We'll see if they can find a way to get this rest, because Drassel is way out there on an island. K-Mine here trying to provide shots on Milk, but no! Milk gets the headshot.
That is absolutely huge. Remember, this is our third place team right now, already down to just one member. What is Moody gonna do? He realizes it's too dangerous. He has to stay alive. He needs those survival points. Meanwhile, look at the flood of people just charging up there. They want these points.
Taipei playing the spoilers here, taking Canada down 2 members already. It looks like, yes indeed, K-Mine does get taken down as well. This is disastrous for Canada. They needed to find a way to get some big points in this match to stay in this, and it looks like they might be in a desperate situation.
Don't worry, Sharky. No one saw the fact that you brought a motorcycle in there. Oh, and there we go. Australia's insight gets taken down, and now their whole team is eliminated. So, looking back over towards this, Moody's making his way down the hillside. Remember, just a solo by himself right now. Russia, meanwhile, in a good position. Kind of got a good sight line back over towards this, and I believe that the Reses did come back up, and yep, Sharky's back for USA. So on the motorcycle there, always dangerous vehicles, those motorcycles.
Still a big game as well for Thailand. They're very much in this. You can see them set up on this hill to the north of Russia here. And, you know, they really need to do something today. They played so well coming into today, and it hasn't just been Duckmans, it's been a lot of Duckmans, let's be honest, but Shibi, Minero, the other guys, Tanawat, they've been quite good as well, and when their teamwork is on point, they're one of the scariest teams we have.
I mean, we keep talking about Korea, Russia, Canada, because they're the top 3 right now, but Vietnam and Thailand are still in striking distance. If they have 2 really good games, which these teams can do, that can move them up into those good money positions as well. I mean, we talk about money, but let's be real. A lot of this is national pride for a lot of these guys that are playing inside of it. They want to be considered the best country in PUBG in the world.
100%. You want to put your region on the map. You want to put your country on the map going into the global championship later this year, and we'll see who will end up coming out on top today. Thailand definitely still in it, Vietnam as well, 100% still in this, but we got a battle breaking out between Russia and America.
Russia's taking a couple of shots back over toward the new circle does pop. Gonna be to the north of where we're watching this present fight at, and that's why North America's gonna go ahead and start making a push back over towards this. A lot of damage coming out for Russia. Sharky does go down again, narrowly making it back over that hillside. Zambo's just trying to get away. Belly loses his vehicle and takes a ton of damage off of this. Looks like they're just going to try to regroup down in this little divot and hope that they can survive this, but that is a lot of damage, and Russia just has a sightline on them.
And now Finland's trying to capitalize on this. You can see Mexi coming up on USA's flank. They are completely surrounded in this gully. In fact, it's Argentina as well getting in on this. Valley 8 is down.
One grenade coming up from Mixi. This could be it. USA is going to take a world of hurt here, and there we go. They lose everything off of it. USA is out.
What a great grenade from Mexi, but USA caught between a literal rock and hard place. They go down, but now Mexi's getting shot by Selson from Argentina.
Argentina has a great sight line really high up along this. We constantly talk about this as Death Road. If you're along this road on the northern part of it, it just continues on, and you have a great sight line back down into this valley where so much death could occur. Russia, though, slowly starting to make their way back over there. Remember, they were taking a couple of shots back over towards Finland as well. They still have Thailand up to the north of them, but can manage to get right on the edge of it. Meanwhile, China capitalizing on those beautiful sight lines as Brazil does lose one of their members there. Looks like pretty quick flush going to come out as well. So now Russia kind of being gate-kept out right now.
China doing a great job here defending this ridge from Brazil. This is such a difficult position for Brazil to be in. You've got the low ground. Yes, you have some smokes for cover for now, but those only last so long. And here we go. Andy is going to try to push up, but back over to Russia, who is going to be getting engaged in a huge battle with Thailand soon.
Brazil Seoul's trying to make the push back over towards China, but they are just not going to allow it. Rusty Zero's way back in that line, trying to figure out how do I even breach this. There is absolutely nowhere to go. He has got to hit a down. He has to find some type of opening in this defense that China has set up, but he just does not have any type of clear sight line.
Yeah, there's just not much they can do there, but Kane's getting over in on this as well, putting a few pot shots over into China there, not really connecting with anything, backing off. Uba taking some damage in transition, but Rusty Zera is all but dead here.
I mean, he's out inside the blue. This thing's going to hit for a ton. Looking back over towards Summer, maybe he can get something out of this, but doesn't connect with it. Maybe the grenade. At this point, he's as good as dead as Korea is now coming up back behind this. They hear this fight, and they want to get involved. That's the whole thing in this position. You want to get in those third parties. So the longer Rusty Zera actually survives is just going to set up Korea to get in a great spot to actually start tearing apart China there.
That grenade barely almost did take it down, but there it is. Summer goes down with a great grenade from Inonix. Korea pushing in here on the Chinese players.
As well as Germany. Right now, China is pincered between two different teams. Korea stepping back onto this, realizing, okay, we don't want to go into this yet. We want to go for a position towards the circle, so goes back towards their play points. Meanwhile, it's Chris right up in the face of China, but how is he going to disengage from this? You can see Germany has the inside track on defense, but China can use the high ground to their advantage and just play along the road.
This is really interesting. Korea has backed off of this fight with China and Germany, opting to play safe. They want to go for points. They want to get every precious point they can to secure their first place.
So Germany's going to go ahead and pull back off of this, separate out a little bit more. Still in the information gathering process, trying to find those good positions to play at. Meanwhile, Chai Wei's looking back down towards this, a little bit of separation coming through. Argentina is in a good spot, but you can see a lot of people starting to try and make the push back up this hillside. Russia looks like they might be thinking about trying to take this territory. Korea's kind of separating out just a little bit, but might bump into SR or Milk at any second now.
Yeah, they're closing up on Potato Mountain here. The three members, of Chinese Taipei set up on the top here, but the blue is coming in and they're getting forced out. Pio trying to do some damage. Now they're going. Chai Wei gets taken down. What an insane play by Pio.
Pio is just turning up at this event. Chinese Taipei has nowhere to go, but here we go. Grenade's gonna pop off, take down Pio. Now what's Korea gonna do? The blues coming in back behind them. I don't think that they're gonna be able to get over towards them. So now, Aqua 5 is thinking about it, but can he make it in time to get this rest? Merrily gets it.
Oh my God, are they gonna pull this off? SR is prone down. The other members of Korea trying to buy as much time as they can. Milk looking over the wrong side. There's nobody over there from Korea yet.
He got it. He got the res back over towards Pio, and look at this. Korea's looking on these angles, trying to figure out, okay, how do we go off of this? Narrowly pushing right ahead of the blue, trying to find those angles for it, but it's kind of vulnerable off these sides. Everybody has sight lines back behind them, looking back down towards China. Meanwhile, SR realizes they need to go back into the circle themselves. A couple of shots going out, gonna push them away. Korea looks like they decided to separate out and actually play two different angles. They have to be careful about this because that makes them extremely vulnerable.
It's a vulnerable hill, but nice headshot there from Inonix onto Godby as they're pushing over towards China up on their left-hand flank. Meanwhile, on their right, it's Loki and Pio. December 12th trying to return the favor on Aqua 5, not able to get the knock.
Somehow Korea is still alive through this. Pio's looking back towards this. Loki's taking a little bit of damage. Gonna just go ahead and huddle back down behind this tree. But Pio has some people in the sights, and this guy is never afraid to fight. But look at Milk. He's in a great sneaky little position off to the side of this. He could pop up at any given second and do so much damage to Korea.
Oh no, Pio gets knocked here by Mad 98. So two members down here for Korea. Will Chinese Taipei opt to try to capitalize on this? For now, it seems like they're content to just lay down and try to wait this out, but SR got knocked. Milk gets the kill here.
Steps up, takes the shot, perfectly fine with it, retreating back, and now Korea is in a world of trouble. Just down to two. Milk looks like he's thinking about going back over towards this. Does he want to make the push back into this smoke? He's playing along the outside of it. At this point, it's just listening for footsteps, trying to figure out where to go. Korea hears him move in, but the shot's gonna go from Milk, and there we go. Korea is out.
Milk playing the spoiler here, taking down Team Korea in 8th place. A big play there from Milk.
Now we've got Russia making the push back over towards this. Gonna go ahead and throw the grenade out. Is he gonna be aware of it? Can manage to get the reposition on the outside of this. So Uba, we've talked about this guy can murder, but don't forget about Duckman's reposition. positions now starting to come out. Flanks around both sides of it. Got to be very, very cautious on this push.
This is a huge fight here. Tenawat does have that hog, but Uba is trying to get onto him with that AK here. Aduzi did get knocked by Minoru early in the fight. Meanwhile, Uba's going to have to heal up himself while they try to get the res onto the last member of their team.
So Duckmans is not in the position to provide a lot of support from his angle, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see him reposition in just a second. Russia's slowly being funneled off the side of it. Finally, Duckmans gets the line of sight. That's why you got to be afraid of this guy. Goes for the shot back over towards it and gets another one.
And you can hear the crowd getting excited. They want Russia to go down. They are the most dangerous threat to Korea right now. Once again, we're trying to get the res on the members of Team Russia. It looks like they will pull it off once again. Duckman's looking to try to see if he can pick off another member.
Duckman's realizing it's a little bit dangerous to go for that same peak after he got multiple downs from it. Gonna go ahead and go for a reposition off of it. Russia slowly creeping forward, but they've taken so much damage. Minoru's up on the side of this. Grenade's gonna come out, get another down onto Russia. They are just having to chain res as they make this push.
That was a Doozy's grenade that got Seiya there. Disaster here for the Russia.
Oh my God! Goes up, tries to go for the play onto it, but Russia finally does make it inside the building, but at what cost?
All right, Uba trying to defend this. A nice spray with that AK. Is he going to get another one? No. He only has a big point, but they're all down. Russia takes out Thailand.
That is absolutely huge. Somehow, Russia managing to cling to life. The new circle has popped, but you can see, not inside the circle, so Russia's still going to have to continue up towards the north. We have Vietnam looking back over towards Germany, but Germany still has 4 members up.
This is huge here for Russia. They will be closing the gap onto Korea with this game. Now, can they finish this one off? They have a full German squad left. Argentina, and let's not forget about Vietnam.
Grenades are starting to roll out. I think that Levis might be fine off of this. So, oh, it was a smoke grenade that dropped next to him. I just got too excited. I was hoping that was going to be a frag grenade there. So, Vietnam, just trying to get a little bit more information on what's going down around him. Already at 6 kills, Germany has been very quietly dominant back over towards this side of the circle.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job maintaining the eastern control here, looking to see what's going on with these smokes up by Vietnam. You can see Brexco looking up there. Aduzi has repositioned himself, pushing up forward towards Argentina's position and getting themselves in the circle.
Vietnam has eyes back over towards Germany, but it's going to be Russia again that forces them back around. That Basil has to be ridiculously careful. This reposition coming out from Russia is very, very strong at this stage. They seem like they have an idea on where a lot of these fights are happening at. They've been listening to the third party, trying to figure out how they can get involved in it, because naturally, Russia wants to stack as many points as possible. They know Korea is out right now. This is their opportunity.
And you can see that Seiya has that Mark 14 sniper rifle, which means they have picked up that level 3 utility for themselves as well, giving them an even stronger position going into these last couple circles.
So Russia slowly creeping along these angles, perfectly content back down towards the south. Meanwhile, Germany looking back over towards Vietnam, taking a couple of shots off from this. Levis, I don't know if you want to go for this res right now. Basil's like, hey, res me, bro. It's perfect. Safe res. It's fine. It's fine.
It's all good.
All right, so here you go. We're looking back down towards the center of the circle. So that's going to be where all the action's going to be being pushed to. Slowly funneling back over towards this, as now looks like finally Russia and Germany are looking back towards each other. Gotta figure out how this goes. Argentina shows up big, though, and gets the down onto 2.
Levi's is just hanging out in the blue. He knows he's dead to rights. Doesn't want to get those kills. Confirm the kills here for Argentina.
Now we've got Germany still sitting on 4-man strong. Now I say that right as soon as a couple of downs go through. Russia's found the angle. Uba is a beast right now.
Uba is going absolutely bonkers today. They did lose 2 members, though, so there's only 2 here left for Russia. They have to fight through Argentina and Germany to get to the center of the circle, and Uba is the last member standing here.
Home is just trying so valiantly to hold this angle. Everything hinges on him right now. He is right in the middle of all of the action. Looking back over towards Germany, he sees his down teammate. It's as good as dead at this point. Uba now realizing where Germany is at. This guy has had a phenomenal day. Can he find the angle? Everybody's focused back down towards Pome right now. I don't know if Germany is watching this angle.
Yeah, Germany, I'm not sure if they're aware that Uba's coming up on here. Chris and King are thoroughly focused on Argentina.
Slowly creeping up back behind this. It's Chris will be the first person he has sight lines on. Argentina is still drawing their attention. Uba gets the down onto 1, but does not spot out the other one. Pome is actually turning the damage back over towards Uba. He's just trying to survive. Drops to his belly, just trying to buy a little bit more space.
It's Uba so dangerously low here. Pome is fighting Germany. King gets him. Can Uba clutch this? It's a 1v1, it looks looks like here.
So now we've got Kate on one side of it. Both guys have been damaged. Uwe does manage to get his meds up. He heard where the shots come through. He's just hunting right now. Kane's just trying to get something out of this. He has the angle for it. Who's going to spot out whom with the headshots off of this? Kane's just listening to footsteps. Does hear it. Gets the damage off, and that's going to be